friends, we'll be off to new adventures you will see. Off to the center of the earth or the bottom of the sea, so come with me. To the center of the earth, where life has started first, so many things for us to learn. Solve the major mysteries that lie so deep within our precious world. On the bottom of the sea, we're down so many leagues, just to find the proof we need. And the center of the earth, the center of the earth.
Travel is what we like to do.
Our adventures old and new,
They keep us on.
why don't you help us set our sails? We'll discover many trails, so come along.
Rigadon
And Tico too.
with Robbie and new friends for you.
Join me along with all my friends on a trip that never ends to many places old and new. To the center of the earth, where life has started first, so many things for us to learn. Solve the major mysteries that lie so deep within our precious world. And the center of the earth, the bottom of the sea, the center of the earth. You gotta come with me.
Episode 7. Transfer's Revenge.
Ever since we left London on our perilous journey, the evil transfer has been carrying out Monsieur Sullivan's orders to stop us from reaching the center of the earth, so that he would win the £20,000 wager with Monsieur Willy Fog. But even when Transfer kidnapped Princess Romy and Tico, it did not stop us. We rescued them and continued on our descent into the bowels of the earth, following in the footsteps of Arnie Saknussemm. Our friends the Elmsmen had escaped from Transfer and had returned to Reykjavik to organize a rescue party, not knowing that we had already begun our descent deep into the Sneffels volcano.
Outlaws!
This is an unfortunate business.
I only just managed to escape, but they're still there, Tico and Princess Romy. We have to go back there and rescue them and teach that evil transfer a lesson.
You're right. If we rescue them, it will allow Mr. Fogg to continue his journey to the center of the earth, you see?
I've got 6 sailors standing by who will form the search party. Don't worry, Professor, we'll find them. Ha! Yup. My lads are the best. They'll find them. Don't you worry about that.
He's right, Professor.
Mm-hmm.
You idiots are useless. Hey, wait a minute. That voice sounds very familiar, and I think I know who it belongs to.
It wasn't our fault, boss. You can hardly blame us.
Don't call him boss. I'm your boss, remember?
Shut up, the pair of you. As long as I'm around, I'm the boss. It's your fault that my plan went wrong, you incompetent fools. Instead of stopping them, you allowed Willy Fog and his companions to continue to the center of the earth. I'm going back to London to report to my boss, Sullivan, and I'll tell him of my cunning plan that you two know nothing about, that will ensure Willy Fog will never return alive.
Go on, ask.
You tell him you're the boss.
Oh, so I'm the boss now, am I? That's typical. Whenever you can't face it, somebody else does the dirty work.
Stop arguing and tell me what's on your minds, but be quick about it. I haven't got all day. Well, come on, speak up, or I'll have to choke the words out of you, you numbskull.
Helmsman, what's going on?
Well,
Well, we know that the kidnapping of Princess Romy didn't go too smoothly, but we were wondering if we could have our reward now. So...
We wouldn't expect too much, you know.
That's right.
oh, you want to be paid, do you? After the mistakes you made? Well, I'll reward you all right with this case about your ears.
Forget it, we're sorry, okay?
Please don't hit me.
We better get going.
Whoa, help, I'm falling!
Well, look who's here.
Huh? So, we meet again. I don't know how you got back here, but you'll never tell anyone about the Sneffels Volcano, because I'm going to finish you off. Well, you're going to have to catch me first. So, you think you can just run away from me, do you? Well, I'm afraid you can't. You'll wish that you'd never met me.
Hey! Uh-oh. What's going on here? And who are you people?
Don't leave me on my own, you cowardly cretins! Come back here! I'll teach you to leave me on my own. Leave him, Captain. He's not worth chasing. Just listen to this. I heard him talking to those peasants just now, and guess what? Princess Romy and Tico were freed by Hans the Guide, and they're now with Mr. Willy Fog and the others on their way to the centre of the Earth.
I'm so relieved. That's wonderful news. If anything had happened to Princess Romy, I would have held myself personally responsible.
Well, she's safe enough now, Professor. If she's with Mr. Willy Fog, she'll come to no more harm, even at the centre of the Earth. I must send a telegram to the newspaper in London.
Oh, mon Dieu! If the captain knew just how dangerous it was for us to go down into the Sneffels volcano, he might not have been in such a hurry to send that telegram. Here goes.
You're doing fine, Rigadon. Just don't look down.
Ooh, don't look down. I'll try.
Come on, Rigadon. There's nothing to be scared about.
Scared? I'm not scared, Tico. I'm absolutely terrified. I wish we were back in our cozy house in London.
This way, Mr. Fogg. I can almost feel Arnie Saknusson's presence leading us on.
Ooh.
That's the spirit, Rigadon. Now, before we descend any further, I think it's only fair that we each carry an even share of the supplies. We have a long way to go before we reach our goal, and we must all pull together if we're going to succeed.
I agree.
Right, let's move off, and good luck, everybody.
I'm afraid I can't get this rope free, Mr. Fogg, and without it, we might not have enough. We need a long length of rope, or it will be impossible to descend.
I've already anticipated that problem, Hans. Now, before we go any further, I'd like to give you your first week's pay.
That's 5 rickstals.
5 rickstals it is.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fogg.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you, Hans. You've done a splendid job getting us this far.
Bravo, bravo, Hans. And now, gentlemen, shall we continue?
How do you suggest we descend without the long rope, Willy?
It's very simple, my dear. Instead of using a long rope that is left in place, we'll use a shorter piece and then take it with us. I'll show you what I mean. Hans?
I know how to do this.
In that case, perhaps you would be so kind as to demonstrate. Yes?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Be careful, Hans.
It's dark down here.
Ooh.
Well done. We'll be able to see him now. Ah. Now you'll see, my dear. Right. Let's have a look. There he is. Rest on that ledge.
It's quite safe down here. I'll hold the rope while you send the next one down.
Up. Hey, come on, Rigadon. Let's go down together. It'll be great fun, just like our days in the circus when we would do a trapeze act. Remember? Easy as a falling off a log. What do you say?
Tico, they was the scariest days of my life, but I would not have missed them for the world. Come on, let's show them how brave we can be, huh? Oh! I don't remember our trapeze act being quite so scary as this. Oh!
Your idea to descend the shaft using the looped rope is working very well, Mr. Fogg. I wonder if it is the same method used by Arnie Saknusson. I'd like to think that it is, don't you?
Oh, mon Dieu, how much further is it?
Well, I suppose it must be my turn now. Oh, dear.
Are you
Oh.
ready?
Yes, dear, and don't worry, I can manage the descent perfectly well.
Excellent. Now remember to hold on tightly and the others will help you when you get below.
Oh!
Ready?
Yes. Oh, look out down below. I've dislodged some rocks and they're coming your way.
Well, we are down, Hans. There is no danger at all.
Look
huh?
out!
Whoa!
Mind your heads, there's rocks falling. See what I mean?
Thank you, Hans. If you hadn't knocked us over just then, we would both have terrible headaches right now.
I think that's putting it very mildly, Rigadon. You just saved our lives, my friend. I will do the same for you one day.
The rest of you can come down now. There's no danger. Hey, come on. I'll hold the rope.
It took 10 hours of hard climbing to reach the bottom of the shaft. Once we arrived there, we found ourselves in a large underground cave, and we decided to rest for a while. It was difficult preparing supper 800 meters below ground, let me tell you. But it was so nice to stop climbing.
I am certain that Arnie Saknussemm came down here using the same route as us.
And when he got here, what direction do you think he went in, Professor?
There is only one direction that he could have gone in, my dear princess, and it is through that passageway that leads downwards.
I hope you're right, but it's very dark down there, wouldn't you say, Professor?
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Oh, no.
Oh, and it looks quite spooky too, doesn't it?
Well, is it safe, Mr. Fogg?
Safe and quite spectacular. We're following Saknussemm's footsteps.
Supper is ready. Hey. Before we go any further, Professor, I insist that you come and eat. I have even laid a table for us, you see?
The banquet is about to be served. Come on, everybody. Come and get it while it's hot.
I am sorry, it is not very comfortable.
We'll just have to pretend we're at home.
I sometimes wish we were at home, Rigadon?
I wonder what my nephew Axel is doing now.
Those are delicious, my dear. They're meat biscuits, and they're full of vitamins and energy-giving nutrients. Just what we need for the journey. Does it taste very nice? I should like to propose a toast to our first meal underground on our way to the center of the earth with a nice cool drink of water.
Haha, you're very thirsty, Tico.
Yuck, this water is disgusting. It tastes like seawater. It's full of salt. It's undrinkable.
Don't be silly, Tico. We fill the canteens with spring water.
The only way you'll be able to drink this is if you turn into a fish, Rigadon. I'm telling you, it tastes of seawater, not fresh water. I should know. I drank it. This is no time to play jokes, Tico. Our water supply is vital. Without it, we can't survive down here. I'm telling you, I'm not joking. I'm thirsty, Mr. Fogg.
I cannot believe it. I must taste the water for myself. It is true, I'm afraid, Monsieur Fogg. It is salty. I don't understand. I'm certain I filled the canteen with fresh water.
Yes, I'm sure you did, Rigadon.
They're all full of salt water, Mr. Fogg.
I am sorry, Monsieur.
Don't blame yourself, Rigadon. I'm sure the water has been contaminated deliberately by someone who wants our journey to fail.
It must have been that villain Transfer. Ever since we left London, he's been trying to sabotage our journey, hoping to make you lose your bet.
Yes, my dear, and that scoundrel is undoubtedly acting on Mr. Sullivan's orders. It's a good job I have a canteen that I filled personally.
Bravo, Monsieur Fogg.
We will have to ration that water, Mr. Fogg. It may be days before we find fresh water down here.
Thank you, my dear. Would you like some?
Only a few sips, I'm afraid, Professor.
Of course. Most refreshing. Thank you.
Good night, Princess Romy. Good night, Monsieur Fogg.
Good night, everybody. Good night.
Night.
Sleep well, the pair of you.
Good night, Willy.
Good night, my dear.
After that climb, I feel exhausted, don't you, fellas?
My mouth's so dry it feels like sandpaper. I'm so thirsty.
Shh. You must try not to think about it, Tico. Sleep. That night, we all slept soundly, except Tico, who could dream of nothing but water.
Hey! Look at all this lovely water.
Tico, Tico, wake up. Come along, lazy bones. It's time for you to get up. Everybody else is ready to leave, you know.
Oh, Rigadon, why did you have to wake me? I was having a lovely dream about water.
Oh, Tico, you're up at last, I see. I'm looking forward to our climb today. Those rock formations look beautiful.
Mon Dieu, more climbing. I don't like this at all. Oh, mon Dieu, now what have I done?
For goodness sake, be careful, Rigadon. Oh, I'm very thirsty now. We can't stop for a drink right now, Tico.
Be careful, Hans. We're right below you.
Huh? It looks as though it is getting brighter.
Quite amazing. Oh!
Hey, look down there. Sparkling lights. I think we've discovered a quartz gallery. I've never seen one of those before.
What a phenomenon. There are millions of small quartz crystals that reflect the light.
Oh, the lights are all around us. The whole place looks like a gigantic Christmas tree.
This is a wonderful place, Romy. Look, it's as though the walls are set with diamonds.
It's beautiful, Willy. I'm so glad I came on this journey with you.
Well, my dear princess, I'm glad you came too. Making the journey and seeing these sights wouldn't be the same without you.
Oh, Willy.
Romy.
Mr. Fogg, Princess Romy, come over here. We have to decide which direction we go in from here.
We're coming, Professor.
In order to help us decide which direction to take, we need to know where we have come from. So, Rigadon, what does the compass tell us?
Ah, southwest. See?
Yes, southwest. Good.
I am glad you agree with me, Professor. I have been learning how to read it.
And what is the temperature down here, Tico?
Well, my feet don't feel very warm today.
No, Tico, look at the thermometer.
15 degrees centigrade exactly.
Good. And the atmospheric pressure?
Come on, Tico, what is it?
Oh, yes, that. Well, why don't you tell me what it is?
I can tell you that the pressure down here would have made Saknussum's journey possible.
What's that about Arnie Saknussum, Professor?
I've been analyzing atmospheric conditions. Look, read my notes.
We're 3,000 meters deep, so according to conventional scientific theory, the temperature should be over 80 degrees centigrade.
Absolutely correct, Mr. Fogg, but our temperature is only 15 degrees. Saknussum was right, you see. Even this far underground, the temperature will allow the human body to survive, right to the center of the Earth. We were right to have faith in him, and you will win the wager. That is, if we can find enough water to survive and live to tell our story.
I'm sure we will, Professor.
We won't last very long without water.
Well, let's not dwell on it too much. We should be exploring the rest of this passageway.
Last night, Hans explored down here and he made an important discovery, Mr. Fogg. Take a look through there. It's amazing. I thought the passageway ends, but it doesn't.
Look at that, Willy. It's incredible.
Yes, my dear, it's quite breathtaking.
Hey, come over here, everybody. I found the way forward. It's this way.
Well done, Hans.
Yes, good work.
Oh, Tico, you cannot rest now. Come on, stay close to the lamp.
Hey, look! When you swing the lamp, it's a make shadows on the ceiling, Rigadon.
Huh?
Hey, what does it remind you of?
It looks just like Lord Guinness in his wheelchair. That's very good, Tico.
I'm gonna do a different one now, Rigadon. Take a good look and tell me who it is. It's someone you know.
Mon Dieu, it is that horrible Sullivan. That's right, it's him.
I would never trust him. He is such a dishonorable man.
Yes, Sullivan. That scoundrel. Because of him, we have no water.
We will not fail because of him. We'll find water and survive.
Yes.
Oh,
You must drink.
it's all right, Willy. I'm not that thirsty. In any case, it's not my turn, so I shall wait, thank you.
I hope it's not too long before we find some fresh water. Ours is nearly gone. So, strict rations from now on.
Follow me, everyone. I'll lead the way.
But that's impossible. I could swear I felt a breeze.
It's quite true, Professor. There's a slight breeze blowing.
Ooh! Ah! I think it's more than a slight breeze, Willy. Look!
It's getting stronger. Shall we turn back or go on?
We can't go back, Hans. We must find water.
Forward, Hans! We must go forward! There is no turning back!
We must stay together and push on through this windstorm. It's the only thing we can do. Hans, lead the way.
Okay!
Oh!
We must get out of this wind, Hans. How much further do we have to go before we can find shelter?
Keep your head down and don't let go, mon ami.
Ah! What do you mean, don't let go? If I did, I'd take off.
Oh, we must keep going.
Now, where is everybody? Huh? Ah!
This way, Mr. Fogg.
Hans!
Quickly. We can shelter in this cave for a while.
A sudden change in air pressure probably caused the wind. Don't worry, I've witnessed it before. It will soon pass. Is everybody all right?
Yes, thank you, Professor. I don't know about anybody else, but that howling wind has made me very thirsty.
Me too. My throat is feeling parched. According to my watch, it is 6 o'clock exactly, so I think we should carry on looking for water for at least another 2 or 3 hours.
Yes, Mr. Fogg, I agree. We have to find some water.
Arnie Saknussemm must have found some water somewhere. And if he did, then so can we.
Well, let's hope we're following his footsteps, Professor.
And so, once more, we set off in search of cool, life-giving water. It was something we took so much for granted on the Earth's surface, but deep underground, we could not find a drop.
There's not a drop of moisture anywhere. I was hoping we'd find a small underground stream or something.
It's getting very dark now. Do you think we could turn the lamp up a bit brighter, please, Willy? I'm getting scared.
Mr. Fogg, quickly, over here.
What is it, Hans? What have you found?
There's no way forward. I'm afraid to have to tell you we've reached a dead end.
Rigadon!
Huh?
Oh, look out, Rigadon! There's a great big bony thing gonna fall on you! Good heavens!
Incredible! Human skeletons!
Oh, mon Dieu, help me, Monsieur Fogg. Oh, why do the nasty things always happen to me?
Don't be such a baby, Rigadon!
Whoa!
Now, calm down, Rigadon. He won't hurt you. He's been dead for years. Hey, Rigadon, that skeleton likes you. He's got his arm around you.
He's what? Oh, mon Dieu, help me, help!
Look! Over there's a
What?
strange mark. Whatever can it be, Willy?
This must have been made to guide these poor men back to safety, and they obviously took the wrong path and died of thirst. Would you agree, Professor?
It would appear so.
This is the first real proof we've had that somebody has been here before us, and I feel quite sure that these are the remains of some of Arnie Saknussemm's party.
Saknussemm got out alive, so he must have found water somewhere. Sadly, this evidence suggests that some of them must have died of thirst.
Well, if we don't find water soon, we'll all suffer the same fate, so we must hurry.
Oh, mon Dieu, what desperate times they were. In our quest to find water, we faced many dangers. The vicious bats we encountered were particularly nasty to Princess Romy. But then, just when our time was running out, Monsieur Willy Fog discovered an underground stream of boiling water. Was this the life-giving water we had been looking for? And could we now resume our journey to the center of the earth?
Glad to see you again, I'm Romy. Nice to have you along, so deep in the earth. Willy, Tico and me,
Along with good old Rigadon, want to say that we're glad you're along.
journeys through uncharted distant lands, places no one ever gets the chance to see. We set out our quest to find the truth, Tico, Rigadon and me.
And me.
Come and join us again.
nothing we won't try.
And nothing we won't do.
Only thing that we need